Hi, fifth grade friends. So you are looking at this video only if you already were in the Zoom with Miss G. If you did not join the Zoom with Miss G, exit the video. Go join the Zoom now, okay? So we are going to talk about how to identify fiction from nonfiction texts. So what you need, Miss G already explained this in the Zoom. You need we're going to look at common features, common characteristics of nonfiction texts. What you need is your spiral notebook. So it's on a piece of paper. It's like a paper, it's thin, it's not very big, and it has a spiral on the side, okay? It's your English handout notebook, I believe is what it's called. So if you open up to page 1, you have something that looks like this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through this PowerPoint and you are going to write. Do you see how the left-hand side, there are no words? You are going to write the words. So you're going to find on the right-hand side different, we're going to go through and you're going to label what the name of these different topics are. Okay, so you're going to fill out on that left-hand side where it's all blank. So title identifies the topic of the text. So on the right-hand side, look on the right-hand side. Where does it say? Identifies the topic of the text. In the box on the left, you write title. So you look on the right-hand side. Where does it say? Identifies the topic of the text. On the left-hand side, you write title. Just like there, we have pandas for National Geographic Kids. Tells you the title, the author, and the publisher. Where on the right does it say that? Tells you the title, the author, and the publisher. Read all of the boxes. Which box on the right says that? Then you write cover. So we have environmental science, that's the title. With Got is the author, and the publisher is a publishing company in Florida. So you are writing cover, where you see tells the title, the author, and the publisher. Table of contents contains chapter titles or headings and tells the reader what page they're on. That is the table of contents. So you look on the right-hand side, where does it say where does it say contains chapter titles or headings and tells the reader what page they're on. Find that, then you write table of contents. So here in the picture, we have a nice table of contents. What is a forest? What is a food chain? An energy pyramid? And it tells you what page those things are on. Fabulous. Index. An index is an alphabetical list with page numbers where important concepts can be found. Normally, this is in the back of a book. So if we want information about animals, it's on pages 14 and 15. If we want information on Rwanda, that's page 15. If we want information on the Mediterranean Sea, that's on pages 5. So look on the right. Where does it say? An alphabetical list with page numbers where important concepts can be found. You write index next to that box. Next is glossary. A glossary lists the meaning of important words in alphabetical order. So look in your paper. Where does it say list the meanings of important words in alphabetical order? Write glossary next to that word. So here we see we have a table of contents, there's an index, and there's a glossary, giving us important information and describing what we can find on in the nonfiction text we have. Next, we have bold and italicized words. Words in bold can be found in the glossary. Words in italics are important words you should remember. So you find where on the right-hand side does it say words in bold can be found in the glossary. Words in italics are important words you should remember. You find where that is on the right, and then you write next to it bold and italicized words. Next, we have headings and subheadings. This divides the text into sections and describes what each section is about. So look on your list. Where does it say that? Where does it say divide the text into sections and describe what each section is about? Then you write headings and subheadings. So lions rule, that is a heading. In women's work, that's a subheading. Shows what something looks like taken with a camera or drawn by an artist. So look on the right. Where does it say shows what something looks like taken with a camera or drawn by an artist? On the left-hand side, you write photographs and illustrations. So here on the bottom, we have a photograph of a frog and an illustration of a frog. An illustration is what an artist draws. Photograph is a picture. Next is a caption. A caption explains what a photo or illustration is about. So here's an illustration of a porcupine. It says, porcupines have soft hair, but on their backsides and tail, it is usually mixed with sharp quills. This is the quills. So then you write caption on the left-hand side. You look in all the boxes on the right, find that description, then on the left, you write caption. So here we have a heading, red-eyed tree frogs. We have subheadings, which is reproduction and habitat. We have a caption, look at that picture of the frog, caption underneath. And we have bold words, the words clutch, tadpole. Those are bold words. Next, we have a text box. A text box is a field outside of the text that provides extra information. So look on the right-hand side. Where does it say that? On the left, right text box. Maps are next. Map shows where places or events are located. Look on the right. Where does it say this information? On the left, you write maps. Next is charts, graphs, and diagrams. Organize information in a way the reader can understand. Look on the right. Where does it say organize information in a way the reader can understand? When you find that box, next to it, you write charts, graphs, and diagrams. So here we have a chart about frogs and toads. We have some graphs showing about frogs and if they're extinct. Then we have a diagram of the frog's insides. Oh, gross. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up your spiral notebook on pages 23 and 24. There's a report you have there. You are going to find total 7 different things that you can find on those 2 pages, and then you label them. So maybe you find a subheading, maybe you find a heading, maybe you find a title. Whatever you see in your list, you find 7 of them. Maybe you see a glossary, maybe you see bold words. Whatever you want to find, you find 7 different features and you label them. On that page 23 and 24, you label those features and then you send Ms. G a picture. Page 23 and 24, 7 features total. So maybe you find bold words, title, caption, photo, glossary, subheadings, and a table of contents. Perfect. That's 7 things. Okay, 7 things total that you find in that picture. Okay? If you have any questions, Ms. G is in the chat and she can have a Zoom. Okay? All right. Good to hang out with you, boys.